Hey, what's up, team? Before we dive into the full-on review, I just wanted to do a quick disclaimer. So this obviously is Bumblebee, and this is from a group called Transcraft, and this guy is actually an upscaled version of the Robot Toys Bumblebee slash upscaled version of the Lucky Cat Bumblebee, and so he has a lot of great things going for him. Unfortunately, the instructions are done really poorly, and so the transformation was a little bit of a mess, and so when I actually go through it, I end up converting him from alt mode back into bot mode versus bot mode into alt mode, and so just kind of forgive me and bear with me on that. And yeah, and there's some like blemishes over there in terms of like the paint and stuff. I don't know if that's rust or some type of like overspray of gold or yellow, but either way, I think this is a pretty decent toy that could have probably be improved. That probably could have been improved by some better QC, perhaps some better material and overall manufacturing, but not a bad toy at all. Especially first time seeing a toy from this company, Transcraft. Incredibly was it posable. A lot of presence to him. He looks pretty dope, and so yeah, you can learn more about him in this video. And yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, enjoy. Thanks. Hey, what's up, Bumblebee and Dumblebee? Check this out. Hey, look. Don't you forget about B. Right? And then this is from Transcraft. It's a Bumblebee, obviously. Sent to me by Shozi. I've taken a quick look at this, and what's kind of weird is I actually think that it is an upscaled version of the Robot Toys Bumblebee that Shozi graciously sent me a couple months back, like a test shot. And that was actually an upscaled version of the Lucky Cat Bee. So I think this might be an upscaled Bumblebee. And the Robot Toys version made some changes to the Lucky Cat mold, and I believe this guy has it. I haven't delved too deep into it. I've just done a cursory glance. But so here he is right now, and let's just kind of take a look at him. There's some interesting things about him. Like at a glance, I feel like he should be higher quality than he actually is. Like this is a little bit too loose. This over here, what is that? Is that rust or is that gold paint runoff? I can't quite tell. The yellows aren't a perfect match. The ears are a little bit like floppy. And yeah, I don't know. And the tires are kind of small, but I don't know. Are they supposed to be this small on a Volkswagen Bug? Who knows? Who knows? It at first impression, it kind of feels like a toy where they wanted to save some money, so they didn't put too much into the QC and stuff like that. Hey, he kind of looks like a little honey bear or something. But yeah, that's the impression that I get. I mean, it looks beautiful. It really, really does. But like this is a little bit loose and it's just kind of on a pin. And I'm just kind of going through the articulation right now. And you can see that he has all the decent range of motion that most modern toys have. And this kind of comes up. There's this like fake butterfly. And I don't know if it's due to transformation, but nonetheless, he has this type of joint in there. And there's a bunch of movement on the bicep. And then there is a separate forearm pivot as well. And not only is there wrist articulation here, there's another wrist bend here, so you can get like a double. That might be for transformation, but either way, we can use it when we're posing, so that's pretty cool. Good detail over here. It looks like there's a metal bit over here, and like this is metal, this is metal. These appear to be metal, like these are as well. And so he doesn't have a ton of heft, but there is some metal like sprinkled throughout the build, throughout the toy and stuff. Legs are decent. There is this thigh swivel up at the top. This knee thing is kind of cool. You do this and it opens up that part. That's rad. If you don't hold on to this though, this will come apart. So you want to be very mindful when doing that. But one more time, because that's dope. I really like that. Yeah, he has a tilt. Nah, I'm wondering like. I wonder how good this plastic is. Yeah, I don't know anything about this company. This is the first time Transcraft I'm messing with something from them. And yeah, looks okay. I don't know, man. Just my initial gut says that there wasn't proper QC done on this. I want to be wrong, though, and I want to like it because there's a lot of cool things about it. Like I like seeing this kind of like spine over there. I think it's detailed and done good enough. This is unfortunate. But yeah, and then there's these clear bits over here forming the window. And even though the paint isn't identical, it's okay. I do wish like this is not on a or maybe this is on a translucent because of this. Oh, Oh, so this is clear plastic, and that's why the paint is slightly off, ever so slightly. I wish there was more inking done in this so that the face, you could see some more, the details a little bit better. Like, I feel like an ink wash would have done this wonders, like over here, maybe some gold highlights over here. Yeah, that ink wash, gold wash, or whatever, this extra detailing would have been really quite nice. Maybe some red and blue wiring accents. That's what it's missing, I think. Yeah, it's missing some inking. But still, it's not bad, man. It's not bad, and I feel like it's going to get into a lot of cool, dynamic poses. And yeah, man, that looks dope. That looks real good. That looks real good. And he's like ready to action, like, don't call it a comeback. And then he's gonna like drop down from the plane and stuff. But really quick, let me set him down for a second so we could take a look at the accessories. And even these are identical to the ones that came with the robot heroes or robot toys version. We have a replaceable arm bit, or actually it may not even be replaceable. It might just be something that just tabs in or plugs in. And then we have this battle mask. This battle mask seems a little bit more decorative than what the heck? Huh. Is this a transformation gimmick? Like, why does he have a hinge here? Am I supposed to lift this up? Oh, I guess it compresses when it transforms. And this is for some reason it won't kind of like straighten up. Oh, there we go. I think it was just on a ball joint or something. But these are a lot stiffer than the other ones. And this head looks pretty dope, dude. It looks kind of like Waspinator and stuff. And I guess it's just on a ball peg that I could pop out and swap back in. But neither here nor there. I'm not really particularly interested in those things right now. But let's run through the transformation on this guy and see how good or bad it is, huh? I'm very, very curious. And yeah, hang tight. Let me just clean this stuff up. Oh, forgot to showcase this. We have some nice arm blades over here, and that didn't do anything. Yeah, let me look at the arm blades really fast. The Robot Toys one didn't come with this, and I'll see. Like, do they just tab in like that? So he has knife hands and stuff? Well, that's cool. Then this one, there isn't anything here. I don't know, because this tab also looks like it's the transformation tab, the one that slots in with this. So I don't know. Maybe they'll show it in the instructions or something like that. But yeah, I have knife hands. I have knife hands. The instructions are done pretty well. They're very vibrant, bright, and clear. The material doesn't feel too thin. Whoa. 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 The cup. Whoa. There's all this stuff going on over here. This looks crazy. Okay. Okay. Oh, they do show how to attach the accessories and stuff, and then what the head looks like. Neat. It's very involved, though. Very, very, very involved. And it doesn't look to be... It looks like the Robot Toys version, but it looks like, considering they're able to give it the extra height and extra like proportions and everything, they've made additional improvements to that design as well. So anyway, let's go to the transformation. Let's figure it out. All right. Let me clean this stuff up, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm in a bit of a quandary, and what that is obviously I have transformed it, right? Already, I've done it. The thing is, getting here was really rough, and I'm not going to say it's one of the worst things I've ever transformed, because it's not. Well, one, it is a little bit different. It's actually a lot bit different than the Robot Toys Lucky Cat version. There's lots of changes, improvements, upgrades to the engineering that they've done to make it like smoother overall and things like that. But this is where it fails. I'll put it in a metaphor. Getting here, let's say we're driving, right? The terrain to get to this destination was not that treacherous. However, the Google Maps, the Waze, the MapQuest, or whatever that was provided that allowed me to get here was so bad that I just gave up and I stopped following the directions at a certain point and I just freestyled it. And I eventually got here. And so I'm worried that if I try to follow the instructions again, I'm just not going to be able to do it. And it wasn't a ton of fun following the instructions either. And I'm wondering if I can just show you how it works backwards. Maybe I'll do that right now. And if so inclined, I will re-record this or something with the transformation going forward. But let me just explain a bunch of things. So there's a lot of similarities. I will say about from the Lucky Cat version, this one I feel like is at least, they're about 70% similar, and maybe the same goes for the Robot Toys version as well. Okay, so this is the final bit that kind of seats down and everything. And conceptually, I think that's kind of cool. It doesn't lock everything in place, but it just kind of like closes everything up, right? All of this entire bit, from here to here, this is all the leg. Just this side bit. Let me see if I can show you actually. And because I'm still not 100% familiar with it, I'm not exactly sure where it separates at the seams. I'm going to try to brute force it a little bit. At the same time, I don't want to break it. That's great. I don't know where it separates. Like, I think it's just right here where the little red light is, but like, I can't. Right? You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to separate this bit. Okay, now I messed it up. I popped it out of the wrong joint, but thankfully it is on a ball peg, so I didn't break the toy. So this entire bit, see, I'm not even certain with the order of operation of actually how to even dislodge this, because like I said, I just kind of freestyled it towards the end. These are the wings. You know what? This is kind of a cool cross section. So you can kind of see that these are the arms. I mean, it's very, very compact. There is no space for anything. And it does a better job of hiding the hands, and they do something different with the knees and stuff like that. But like, yeah, you can see how everything is just crunched in here. Nobody's riding inside. There's no pilot. There's no driver. And then all of this, like this is one half of the calf, and then the other half of the calf is like right here. But see, I don't even know how to undo this. Okay, came off the ball peg. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know how to dislodge this right now. I don't want to break it. Like, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's this bit. There's a locking mechanism here, and dude, it was kind of tough. There we go. There we go, Johnny. And you can see all of this. Like, this entire thing is basically the leg. And where was this? Let me try to situate this back. Like I said, I don't think it's overly difficult. It's just the instructions are just so poorly done. And what I mean by poorly done, let me show you. So the instructions are on nice paper, but the contrast is kind of dull. And so it's a little difficult. You know what? When it's zoomed up like this, it's a little bit easier to see. But using just my naked eye, my old ass eyes, it's kind of hard to see, man. And maybe it's just me because I'm old. And maybe if it was blown up like this, I would have had a better time. But yeah, getting here was a bit of a burn. And also, I don't speak Chinese, nor do I read Chinese. I'm not Chinese. And so I couldn't read any of that stuff. And yeah, Google Lens and all this stuff. But dude, I'm not trying to do all of that. I'm just trying to chill here. This thing, that locking mechanism over here, it spins and then it locks in. And it's that bit that had that weird like rust stuff on it. It does look kind of cool though if it was intentional. I know it's not. But anyway, so this is a metal hinge over here, and everything like getting the foot to do what you want it to do is a bit rough. And yeah, I just kind of had to like figure stuff out as I went. There's a lot of cool things though. Like for instance, this is the entire foot over here, and I think that's like well done for what it's worth. Sorry, I'm just trying to. So this toe opens up and this thing flips out and this thing all comes apart. And for what it's worth, there are a decent amount of areas where it tabs and does stuff. And but again, it does start to get like a bit fiddly once you start untabbing things and stuff starts free flowing. That's when it gets to be kind of a pain in the keister meester. Okay. Now you can see everything kind of like unfolding on itself. And the arms, they're plugged in. Like I may have an easier time going back to robot mode actually from here. But yeah, dude, the foot. So this is gonna go out like that. This is going to spin around and go over here. All this stuff is there's going to be a lot of like spin, this part spin, this part spin, this part spins around, and that is more like the Lucky Cat one. The Robot Toys one did not have that much spinach. And then this is going to do that eventually. And these are, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's definitely easier going into car mode. Getting to robot mode was a bit of a chore. Because at this point, you can just start, well, not exactly freestyling, but you start getting some semblance of like, oh, okay, that's the toe, that's the foot, this is the calf, and it's supposed to, you know, you need it to close up. And I do got to figure out this bit. I don't know if it rotates or not. I don't think it does, actually. And I think this sits inside there, and this tabs. Oh, I'm so sorry. It tabs in like that, and that's pretty secure. I know I'm not saying anything right now. It's tense for me, bro. It's super tense for me. Okay. It's going in there. And this has got to, this one was kind of annoying because getting the orientation right is a pain in the boots. Because there's this like spinny thing here, and there's, oh, my bad. There's a spinny thing over here, and my bad, dude. You know what? Let me adjust the camera angle. 1 second. Yeah, my fault. That was totally on me. Everything is on me. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, this is kind of a pain in the butt because I don't exactly know how it was recessed. It could have just been like that. No, that's not right. Perhaps it goes on the back. It might go on the back over there. All right, let me see if I can do this off camera. 1 second. All right, I was able to do it, but again, I had to freestyle it. Just something about the way the foot is done and the way my brain works, it just is having a lot of time reconciling their differences. By no means is it a bad transformation, but I just am getting lost a lot. That's all, and that's me. Your experience may differ greatly, and yeah, I and I hope it does, especially if you decide to like pick this up. I hope it differs tremendously. But yeah, as you can see, I was able to figure out this side. It took a little bit. It took a little bit, not gonna lie. And I just want to make sure that I have this fully recessed so that I can. So once this starts tabbing in together, you actually need to. Well, you don't have to do it now, but it's good practice too. All right. So see that tab? It's going to go into that slot over there, but it can only happen if this groove is kind of situated on the inside. Yeah, sorry. So one of the things that you got to do is see those little notches. This has to close. They have to close around that notch, and I didn't do it. Okay, now it's closed around that notch. It can, and this will get recessed. All right, finally. Okay, so the calf has been closed. That's a, that gives me some sense of like sanity. What happens with this now? So this is going to be on the underside of the foot. This is going to do this twirly thing here, and this is going to eventually do that, and it's going to tab in there. And I think, actually, yeah, see, so this foot was a lot easier. Having guardrail, not guardrail, like having a guide in the other leg for me to go through it was a lot easier. So as you can see, it's not impossible. It just, wait a minute. Gotta make sure the feet can close. Wait a minute, what did I do wrong? Dude, it closed a second ago. Oh, hold up. All right, I think that's the best as I'm gonna get it. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to do the proper tutorial. Then there's this bit that slides down. I don't know how far it goes though. Maybe it goes all the way. And there's lots of interesting things, like for instance, this entire thing kind of spins around. Like there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff, but just the instructions, man. Could have been better. Could have been better. That's gonna flip. I believe it goes like that. And then the wings fold down the back. Like I think it's like that. Yeah, and I don't know what's gonna happen with this grill. Folds up. There's something that happens with this, and it might just be that you're supposed to spin it on the inside. The more I mess with this, the more I'm inclined not to do the transformation from bot mode into car mode. So we have that flipped around. And then this flips around. And this is where it's a little bit more like the Lucky Cat version. Because like I mentioned, the Robot Toys version doesn't do all of that. Yeah, I don't know where this all goes. I don't know where this all goes. Maybe it's supposed to be beneath. Oh, now everything's just kind of getting in the way. Give me a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. All right, I think I got it figured out. So I had this in the right place, and this looks like it's just going to hide there. No. And these two tabs need to... Yeah, that's not going to work because this has to come all the way down. Let me see if I... Oh, okay. Okay. Dude. Bruh. Bruh, I think we almost got it. Tires rotate to the back. Something's not right with this waist bit. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I think it's like that. Oh, dude, the feet don't look right to me. I'm gonna have to check the camera, the video, the beginning part of the video, because I don't think they're supposed to be at this angle. I think they're supposed to be standing straight, but I could be wrong. But oh my goodness, class. We're finally back at the starting point. And like I said, I don't think it's a bad transformation necessarily. I just think the instructions are not great. And now, let me see if I could tab. Okay, that tab's in. Great. Now, having gone through that transformation and putting him back into robot mode, do I think it's the worst transformation? No. I've handled much worse, actually. The instructions are not great, and for some reason, the feet area just really, really flummoxes me. Throws me for a loop. Yeah, just my brain starts to malfunction. But in terms of what it's able to achieve, like, I think this is a good-looking bot. I think some of the materials could be maybe like a little bit better. Like the plastic. Oh, is this supposed to go up here? Or is it? It's probably up here, right? I think that looks right. No? We're back here? I don't know, man. Well, either way, I think he's a good-looking bot, even with his, like, floppy, sloppy ears. I think it's decent. I think a perfect version of this, like, with good QC, with, like, perfect materials and all of that, it could have been a... hold up. Okay. It could have been like a solid 9 or something, but in its current state, I'll give it like a 7. Yeah. It's not bad, though. It's not bad at all. At all. Just needed a little bit more finesse. And I think they could have gotten gold versus bronze. That's a good way to put it. I think they had all the potential to get gold. But in terms of what they're able to achieve, I think it's really more bronze than anything. But it's a decent looking bot. It is a decent looking bot. I will give you that. Sorry, just trying to make sure everything is back to where it was, and I think it is. I think it is. But yeah, Trans Art, is that what they're called? Let me look at the box again. Transcraft. Transcraft Bumblebee. That is him. And thank you so much for watching. And boy, that transformation was a little rough, but it's more than me than anything. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.